Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people.
The scenario we're going to be playing today is called Recon. It is number 8 from the Steamroller 2015 scenario pack. There is no kill box. You need 5 points to win. You get 1 for controlling the zone, 2 for dominating, but you can't do either of those to destroy the enemy objective. That is worth 1. And then there are also the flags that can also be dominated for 1 point. Hey there guys, this is Malorian, and this will be a War Machine battle report, and actually one that I think is going to be fairly interesting. Now, Stryker2 is a warcaster for Signar that I am well aware of. I've played lots of them in the past, and somebody said like, hey Malorian, can't you play a little bit more of Stryker2? And I said, why not? So I brought him back, and I decided to try something new. Normally before, when I played Stryker2, like, okay, once I tried double Stormwall, but typically you do the thing where it's just lots of dudes, you want lots of friendly factions, so the feat can make them all get that extra attack, but I thought, you know what, let's try something else. Let's make this a gun line. I'll have lots of guns all over, and when they get to me, I can really smash him. Plus, he actually really turns on his Stormwall. It's bonded, so it can get an extra dice in his first attack. I can get 4 focus, positive charge. The feat doesn't allow it to move, but it does get an extra attack. So, should be interesting. Meanwhile, on the other side, I got this the face. So this is a Doomy2 list he's goofing around with, which is going to have 3 large bases. It's going to have a Glacier King, a Mountain King, also their battle engine. And yeah, I got to see him play a game of 4, so I know that, I mean, with the feat, these guys can go up pretty fast. And with wild aggression, they can really mess some things up. So I'm going to have to play this very carefully. Alright, so here's the scenario and how it's deployed, and really the way this works out is, of course, the way this is lined up with Doomy2 being behind the forest on the far right. I'm going to be kind of see if he pokes his neck out, I might go for the assassination, but overall, I'm going to try and destroy probably the Mountain King first, and then the Glacier King. The Glacier King, I'm just going to try and slow down, keep back, go after the Mountain King. Also, his battle engine's on the right. You'll see pictures where it's on and where it's off. It's pinned. It's not quite fully attached. But yeah, that battle engine might cause me some issues, but really, when I need to, I can kill it off. So I won the initiative, and I definitely want first turn with this list, and so really it's pretty simple. I allocate 1 to the Stormwall, it runs up, I have Arcane Shield on it, I put up Deflection because why not, and then otherwise you can see my Blazers flanking hard on the left, and that's really it. You know, Black 13th, Rangers, all going and getting some stealth from the Prowl, and loving it. Alright, on his turn here, he's going to go first up with the stones. Now, it seemed like he had a plan with that at first, and then partway through he's like, oh no, that's not going to work. So I'm not really sure what the plan was. I should have remembered to ask him after. But after that, you can kind of see the Mountain King kind of goes off to the one side. Mountain King goes over to the right. Doomy, you can kind of see he's still behind the forest on that side. Wild Aggression is on the Mountain King. And now, this is going to work out well. What I want to do on my turn is wipe out this stone. Get it out of here. Put some models in the way so the Mountain King can't get to me. And then after that, get the Alpha on the Mountain King. Now again, remember that large base on the right, or huge base rather, is his battle engine. He has refuge on it. That's kind of an interesting thing now, the battle engine. But that could cause me issues. Hopefully not so much. So my turn, that's what I do. Rangers go up and shoot. Then I'm able to go up there with the Blazers. The ones who were in the trench, I just shot the Glacier King, let Electro Leap into the trench and kill those guys that way. And I almost did it. The one stone there, I believe, made 2 toughs. In fact, I even invested one of my Stormwall shots into it, and I just could not finish off the stone. But either way, it is really messed up. You can see here I put a lot of models in the way here between his Earthbreaker, I keep wanting to call it Earthbreaker, but no, it's the Mountain King and my Stormwall. So it should be difficult for him to get to me. if I do fail, I also have a trap set up here where then Madeline Corbeau can trigger, and then I can hopefully go for the assassination. But yeah, I did get one shot off onto the Mountain King, did like 3 damage, which is sure, why not? So on his turn, he's actually going to get to me. So the way this is going to actually go down is, of course, he upkeeps the Wild Aggression and the Refuge. And what's going to happen here is that battle engine is going to charge in. The impact hit is going to destroy the pod that I put him away. He's then going to get into me and just start kind of like shooting into there. And I mean, with these AoEs flying around and stuff, guys are going to die. But still, it just wasn't really enough. So he kind of refuges away. And what's going to really come down to is the Glacier King is going to come over and start taking shots and needing a boost and trying to hit my guys. And it's not easy. You know, he need 12s to hit, but a boost, he is able to kill the 2 models he needs to get the charge in. Then Doomy2 is going to move a little bit out of the way. He's going to put up his feet. And then the Mountain King, almost did again, Mountain King is going to charge in. And when I saw it get to me, I thought, well, there you go. That really sucks. He took a couple of damage from the covering fire, actually. That was nice. But otherwise, starts smashing away, but actually doesn't do too well. I didn't really pay attention too much whether it was just overall bad dice. It probably was just a little bit low, but either way, thanks to Arcane Shield, I lose my complete right side. Little bit of damage on the left, but nothing too bad. So, in this situation now, the Mountain King definitely has to die. That guy just has to go down. I'm not caring about the Glacier King. Sure, I can put some like trivial damage into him if I need, but that Mountain King has to die. Meanwhile, it would be really nice to kill that battle engine. It is causing me some issues, but I'm having an issue with order of activations and the way that I need to actually use my focus. So what I'm wanting to do is, of course, get positive charge up. I want to put that in the storm wall, give him 4 focus. He can charge over, start doing some damage. But Stryker2 is actually in a position here where he's stopping the charge. By the way, I forgot to mention that he saw the Corbeau trick, and he actually went in and killed Corbeau with one of his attacks. So that's probably another reason why he didn't do massive damage to me, is because one attack was punching my little harlot that I had there. So I really want to find a way that I can destroy the battle engine and the Earthbreaker, but in the end, I did it again! And the Mountain King, but really after looking at this over and over again, I thought, you know what, just stay alive, kill the Mountain King, and leave it like that. So that's what I do. I really come up first with my Rangers. They are going to kill off the last of the stones, so that's gone. Little trivial damage on the Glacier King. Stryker is going to be allocating 4, holding on to 3, basically putting up positive charge, moving away, and then after that, I'm going to be charging over with the Storm Wall. I mean, some gun mages had to get out of the way, but Storm Wall is going to charge in, smash, 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 and yeah, actually kill him like to the point. So it was really, really close. One of the things actually interesting was here too was normally my crippled hand would be pretty useless, but what I did is I kind of used my bond, which gives me an extra additional dice to hit on my first attack, on my crippled arm, made sure it hit, and then yeah, I just got some damage from all over there. So that's great. Mountain King is done. Did not go and get to go after the battle engine, but I put a pod in his way just to kind of force him to trample to get over there. Otherwise, the Blazers go up. They do some shots into the Glacier King. Little trivial damage added on. And now I'm feeling really good. I feel fairly safe. 1 Gargantuan is down. 1 to go. So on his turn, he's still going after Stryker, comes over here with the battle engine, which trampled, then did some shots, and then refuged over. Nothing really, really solid here that it did. He is going to be killing enough of my gun mages where they now failed their command. You know, even with Archduke up there, I still rolled an 11, so they're still going to be fleeing. Eventually, he had just enough room here so the Glacier King could be trampling in. I believe that his intent, originally he was talking about destroying the objective, but then he kind of like changed what he was going after, and was just trying to more kill off the Black 13th. So I think that's great. I mean, clearly, scenario is probably not the way this is going down, so attrition's a little bit more important. But even then, he boosted hit Ryan, missed, hit her again, and then she died. But after that, he went through and did a primal howl or whatever it is, primal shock across the storm wall. I think a little bit of damage added on there. Again, nothing really major. Otherwise, he has some of the little whelps get in the way, and that's really it. So looking at this again, I would really like to take out both of these targets. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to charge up there with Stryker to the battle engine. That'll get me in range, so I can be putting on positive charge again. And then this time I definitely want to be my feet, and because I really want to try and kill off both these huge bases. Again, once these huge bases are gone, it's really over. And I do have a little bit more power to leverage where the Blazers could add in their little bit of extra effort if needed, but the main thing I'd hate to see is for me to come up short on this battle engine, and then it knocks me down, and then I die somehow. So let's hope that doesn't happen. So the plan works out fairly well. Stryker2 pops feet, charges overcharges for 2. I go up 7 strength, but take 10 damage on 2d6. That was kind of scary. But yeah, put the positive charge onto the storm wall, make my attacks against the battle engine, and actually rolled really well. I thought I'd need my feet attack to take it down, but I didn't. Destroyed the battle engine. Then I basically need to use the Rangers and the Archduke to kill off the whelps there in the way. Then the storm wall, he was able to charge over, destroy the Glacier King, so that's fantastic. And then otherwise, then it was just like, meh, what does it really matter? The Blazers could have gone up and just probably gone after the objective, but it just really wasn't important. What's going to probably happen here is that he'll have one last chance to go at me, and then that's really it. And of course, with the feet move, I moved a little bit more stuff up and into his way, and then Stryker just moved further away. And it's a good thing I did move farther away, because blurry picture here, but basically Doomy charge out of the forest, and when he does, he is able to kill the Archduke, and then he was wanting to try and do a little bit of magic to Stryker, but he was out of range. So that's really going to be it for his turn. And so otherwise, yeah, that's it. Doomy's there, used up all of its fury, didn't really have any transfer targets anyway. And so on my turn, I just got to turn around with Stormwall, positive charge, punch, 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 and down goes Doomy2. And yeah, there you go. So an interesting game and a very positive outcome for this list. Again, when I first came up with this list and shared it with some people, some were like, okay, that's interesting, but most of the Signar players like, yeah, that's garbage. What are you doing? Your feet is pretty much useless. Deflection's really useless. Like, what's going on here? But I really felt this worked well. The whole idea where the army is set to stay back, do some shooting, and then from the big guy here, from the Stormwall, he's able to really, really get powerful between positive charge and 4 attacks and an extra dice and attack and then a feet attack if I need it. So it really is really nice. And I think too, like looking ahead, using this list, but when Hurricane comes out, putting in Hurricane there, arcing out some of those rebukes and stuff like that too, it could get really nasty. So either way, guys, hope you like watching this, and we'll catch you later. Bye.